Today is Sunday, Parashat Kitavo. The beginning of the parasha of this week speaks about the mitzvah of bikurim, of bringing the first fruits from the year's harvest to bring him to the Bet HaMikdash. And there's a declaration that is made there by the person who brings those fruits. And basically, it's a kind of a very joyful statement, thanking Hashem and being grateful for the harvest of that year. And you bring the first of the harvest. It's called Reshit. Reshit kol peri ha'adama. Reshit, which means from the first fruit of the ground. And the word Reshit we find in the first word in the Torah. Bereshit bara Elokim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. In the beginning, Hashem created the shamayim, the heavens and the earth. But there are some commentators that say, for this mitzvah of bikurim, that has in it the statement of Reshit, of the beginning, that was the purpose, the creation of the world. Wow. What does it mean? It means that connection between man and Hashem, and the expression of being grateful to Hashem, thanking Hashem, is something that is so important. That would be sort of like the purpose of creating the world, so that there will be that connection between man and Hashem through his thanking. And we see it even in the creation of the world. The plant life, the plants, the fruit trees, etc., were created on the third day. Yet on the sixth day, the parasha tells us, before the plants grew, so they were already created on the third day. Well, they were created, they were right at the edge of the ground, but they waited until on Friday when Adam HaRishon was created, so he could on one side pray for rain, and on the other aspect thank Hashem for the rain that falls and for the fruits that grew up. So important, our berachot that we say, blessings that we say for every fruit that we partake. And here, this idea of the bringing the first fruits is the whole purpose of creation of the world, is to have that connection between man and Hashem through thankfulness and through being grateful and being joyful with what Hashem has granted us. Parasha of this week includes also blessings if you go in the way of the Torah and fulfill the mitzvot. And on the other hand, there is a very harsh rebuke of curses that are horrible to even think about the meaning of them, of what would happen if you go off the path and you transgress the Torah. Yet there is a pasuk in the middle of all these this rebuke, that in the middle, as in to make a statement of great importance, and it says, "Tachat asher lo avadta et Adonai Elohecha besimcha ubtuv levav merov kol." All these things have happened or would happen because you did not serve Hashem your God with happiness and with gladness of heart when you had an abundance of everything. In other words, these curses that are here is because when you served Hashem, you didn't serve Him with happiness, with gladness, with feeling fortunate, with being grateful. Because after all, everything that we have comes from Hashem. God granted us everything that we have. So if, let's say, you make a contribution, or you assist someone, or whatever you do is because Hashem enabled you, God enabled you to be able to do these things. Whatever assets you have, of course, you invested effort, but ultimately, it's all from Hashem. So what are you giving that is actually your own? What you're giving is the attitude with which you do the mitzvot, the attitude with which you do the commandments that Hashem gave us. And when you serve Hashem, you should serve Him besimcha, feeling joy and happiness and enthusiasm in serving Him. So important it is, because that's our contribution that we make with everything else that Hashem granted us. Our attitude is what we give in doing the mitzvot. And therefore, it says here in this pasuk, "Tachat asher lo ahavta et Hashem Elokecha besimcha ubtuv levav," because you didn't serve Hashem with gladness, with happiness and gladness of heart, that would be very serious. And therefore that's continuation Ve'avat et ovecha. Hashem forbid, you'll serve your enemies. So in other words, serve Hashem with joy and happiness, fulfill the mitzvot, be grateful to Him, thank Him. The beginning of the harvest, the beginning of everything that we have, we sort of like realize that it's all come from Hashem, and that's why those fruits were brought to Beit HaMikdash, and that's why the statements were made to express that gratitude, and that's a very important aspect of serving Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'Amen.